Hey, what's happening, guys? Chumq back again with another video, and it's time to scratch that back opening itch again. We've got Zendikar Rising happening in about 2 weeks from now. So I thought I'd go and get some two pre-release packs, Theros Beyond Death, simply because I didn't actually participate with any pre-release at the beginning of the year. And luckily for me, I've got someone I can play with at home. My girlfriend Monica, who I've taught how to play Magic at the late last year, early this year, and she's never really experienced the pre-release. So I thought I'd just grab these two pre-release packs and then show her how a pre-release actually goes. So got this at my local game store, and I thought I'd just unbox these two things and then see what we get, and then probably at the end we'll share with you guys what sort of decks we were able to make with the packs that we pulled. So I guess what I'll do first is I'll start opening up Monica's pack, which is this one, and see what she's got. Okay. So if you joined us last time, we opened up a Core 2021, and then this time we're going to do Theros Beyond Death. Okay, so let's see what we get inside here. So you got your 6 booster packs, and then you get your, what do you call this, pre-release card that you can use as part of the pack. And you also come with a D20 dice. And finally, it's good to see that they have the Theros symbol. The last time I opened the Core 2021 pack, that wasn't. I think it was Ixalan that what they gave me, which is quite weird. So let's just have a look and see what they have here. Okay, so just a how to play guide kit. That one is a divider that you can use in deck boxes. And for Monica's pre-release card, she has gotten a Nightmare Shepherd. So it's a 4-cast 4/4 creature, demon, flying. When another token creature you control dies, you may exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a 1/1, and it's a nightmare in addition to its other types. So that's good. She's got a nice creature rare that she can use as part of her deck building. So let's quickly just open up the 6 packs and then see what sort of a sealed deck she can play for this pre-release kit. So we've got Triton Wave Rider, Underworld Ragehound, Leon and Lost Pride, Knight of the Hidden Groves. So I didn't really participate in the Theros Beyond Death set, so I'm not really too clued in. I just know the mythics, the rares, but in terms of strategy, it's not something that I know what to do. So it's going to be interesting for us to sort of build some decks around this, and then see where we go. Okay, so we're going to go now to the uncommons. Mirror Shield, and I think we're coming up to the rare. Let's have a look down there. So the rare is a Shatter the Sky. Each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card, then destroy all creatures. All right, so that's her rare, and she's got a full art plane and a nightmare token. Okay. So far, these are the 2 sort of rares that she's gotten. Let's see what else she can build. It's nice to get cards that are on color, so it's easier to sort of guide the decision making when you're making a deck. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Wow, that's a mouthful. Ichthymorphosis. That is a mouthful. Warp and Flames. So obviously Theros is a very enchantment-heavy theme deck. I played a lot of OG Theros back in the day, so I kind of get an idea of what sort of themes we can make. So I wonder if it's similar to the OG Theros when it was first released. So now we're going to the uncommons. Furious Rise, and the another uncommon, Glimpse of Freedom. And for the rare, it's another white card. It's a Saga. So Elspeth Conquers Death, 5 to cast enchantment saga. That on the first step, you exile a creature Target permanent, sorry, you exile target permanent an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or greater. Next one is non-creature spells your opponents cast cost 2 colorless more to cast until your next turn. And then finally, you get to return target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a 1/1 counter on, or a loyalty counter on it. So good if you have a planeswalker out. So that's her second rare. And then she's got a mountain for the full art land. Pretty cool. So far, if you're looking at it, probably an Orzhov build based on these cards that she's gotten. Black-white. Okay, let's open pack 3 of pack 6. Okay, O Reed of Mountains Blaze. So some commons. Omen of the Dead. Nyxborn Colossus, beefy creature. Reverent Revelers. So Satyrs. Nice. Okay, so that is, I guess, an alternate constellation art from one of these demigods. Renata called to the hunt. Okay. Whirlwind Denial. And then finally, for the rare, she's got a black card. Okay, no, sorry, that's an uncommon. But something that you can use for the deck if she's going Orzhov. Okay. Ooh, a 6/1. So this, I think, is a Boros color. It's that sort of Achilles heel type of guy. Yeah, so Haktos, the Unscared. It's red, red, white, white. So Boros colors, legendary creature, human warrior, 6/1. Haktos, the Unscarred, attacks each combat if able. As Haktos enters the battlefield, choose 2, 3, or 4 at random. Haktos has protection from each converted mana cost other than the chosen number. So I think it's kind of like Achilles, right? If you think about the flavor text behind this this card. Okay, so that's the third rare she's gotten. Swamp Zombie, okay. So let's see what's in pack. So we've got 3 more packs. Let's go through pack number 3. So yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what sort of deck Monica makes as a result of these pulls, and then we'll share our deck lists, I guess, later on, and then you can tell us how you build it based on the cards that we put out there. Okay. O Reed of Mountains Blaze, Treacherous Blessing, Gift of Strength, Rage Scarred Berserker, so it's a Minotaur. Minotaurs have come back here in the set, so at least they're giving the Minotaur some love. Pious Wayfarer. Yeah, Constellation is a mechanic that I haven't particularly played with, so I'll be interested to see how that plays out in the decks. Okay. Final Death. Okay. Dawn Evangel, so that's uncommon card. Commanding Presence. Underworld Fires, and for the rare, she has gotten a... Okay, it's a Azorius creature, Dream Trawler. That's 2 generic white, white, blue, blue for a 3/5 Sphinx flying lifelink. Whenever you draw a card, Dream Trawler gets +1/+0 until end of turn, and when Dream Trawler attacks, draw a card. Discard that card, and Dream Trawler gets hexproof until end of turn. Tap it. Okay. And those are the lands she's gotten. So far, a bit off color with regards to the rares, but that's okay. You can probably go 3 color here. I don't know how good the mana fixing is with this set. I didn't see any sort of dual lands that you could use. But we have 2 more packs to go, and we'll see what else she gets. Okay, so Hero of the Games. Indomitable Will. Stern Dismissal. So, I mean, she could still go any other color. I mean, you still got options to go white-red, or you can go white-blue. It doesn't have to be Azorius anyway. So depending on what she picks, we'll see what she ends up going with. Soul Reaper of Mogus. Oh, nice. Omen of the Sea. Okay. So yeah, once we get a look at all of the uncommons and commons, and we get a better idea of what sort of decks we could build at the very end. So a Gorgon, that's nice. Death Touch. Okay, so Impending Doom for uncommon. Glimpse of Freedom. Field of Ruin, and finally, for the rare, she has gotten a red card. Tectonic Giant. So it's a 3/4 elemental giant. It reads, whenever Tectonic Giant attacks or becomes the target of a spell an opponent controls, choose one. Tectonic Giant deals 3 damage to each opponent, or exile the top 2 cards of your library, choose one of them until end of turn. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Okay, so definitely can go Boros. That's an option there. Okay, let's see what the other cards have in store. So last pack for Monica. Let's see what she's got. There we go. Okay, so Nyxborn Seaguard, Portent of Betrayal, Sunmane Pegasus, Omen of the Dead, Omen of the Hunt, back-to-back omens. Oh, triple omen! Look at that. That's interesting. Not that it really matters, but interesting to see 3 omens right after each other. Flicker of Fate, Infuriate. Okay. Gorgon having a bad hair day. Look at that. Okay, oh, excellent. Some nice white removal. Banishing Light. Nyx Herald. Cling to Dust, and finally, she has gotten a green rare. Nessian Boar. 5 to cast, so that's 3 generic, 2 green. It's a 10/6. Wow, it's a big boy. All creatures able to block Nessian Boar do so. Whenever Nessian Boar becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller draws a card. Okay, so that's her rare there, and the last 2, land and token. All right, so interesting. So these are what Monica has to build with. Let's just have a look at that again and see. So she's gotten a Shatter the Sky, so some white removal. Elspeth Conquers Death. Haktos the Unscarred, Dream Trawler, Tectonic Giant, and Nessian Boar. So it's a bit all over the place, but you could go, I guess, if you're using the rares to build a deck, you can go Boros because you've got, I guess, those cards there. But yeah, we'll see. As I said, we'll see what she finds by looking at the commons and uncommons. All right, so let's see what I got. So this is my pre-release pack. Just get my trusty knife. Awesome bench-made mini Griptilian. Great knife that I use to just open packages, I guess. A bit overkill, but it's cool to have a cool knife when opening stuff. All right. So again, same contents. I get a black die, and just to make sure that it's the same, yes, Theros Beyond Death icon. Super cool. All right. So I just want to see first, what did I get for my pre-release card? Oh, Shatter the Sky. So Monica did pull that a while ago in one of the packs. That's my pre-release card. So we'll see. Let's see how this goes. Okay, pack 1. What did we get here? Interesting. Okay. So I'm just going to blaze through these commons and uncommons. Don't really need to go into detail there. So a lot of these cards I'm seeing for the first time because I didn't really participate in Theros Beyond Death. So I'll be looking at this in more detail. I'm not really sure what synergies we can make, but let's see. So uncommon. Okay, so I've got this Birth of Meletus. Interesting card, these sagas. I haven't played with them yet, so I'll be keen to see how they play out. Okay, so Dalakus Crafter of Wonders is the rare for this pack. It's a 3 to cast, 1 generic blue-red. So is it? It's a legendary creature, Merfolk Artificer. It's a 2/4. Tap it to add 2 generic. Spend this mana only to cast artifact spells or activated abilities of artifacts. Equipped creatures you control have flying and haste. So hopefully I can pull some equipment sort of to make this card viable. Okay. But if not, I mean, you could make Dalakos your commander. Use it for commander later on. Is it always a good color combination? All right. So pack 2, Sleep of the Dead. Wow. So those are what are these guys called again? It's the 3 dogs that Cerebus? Yeah, Cerebus. So it looks like someone's put them to sleep. Aspect of the Manticore. Okay. Omen of the Sun. Yeah. So nice. I guess this is what, Greek-inspired mythology, top-down design for Magic. With that nice, different bordered art like that. Omen of the Hunt. Okay, so now we're going to the uncommons. Elspeth's Nightmare. Wow. Okay. Okay. Nezian Hornbeetle, and then finally for the rare we got a. Oh, okay. So nice. Kurnos, Hound of Athreos. 3 to cast, 1 generic Orzhov. White and black legendary creature Hound. It's a 3/3. It's vigilant, menace, lifelink. Creature cards in graveyards can enter the battlefield. Players can cast spells from graveyards. So that's an interesting one. Oh, and I've got a foil rare. So that's actually quite good. 2 rares in that pack. This one is, let's see what this is. Treacherous Blessing. It's a 3 to cast, 2 generic, 1 black enchantment. When Treacherous Blessing enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards. Sweet. Whenever you cast a spell, you lose 1 life. Okay. When Treacherous Blessing becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. So I guess you draw 3 cards. That's fine. If there's a way for you to sort of destroy it right after, that'd be pretty cool. So let's see if I have some cards that I can build around that. But pretty cool to see 2 rares in that 1 pack. And, that's that guy pretty much taking a snooze, sleeping on the job. All right. So that was pack 2, I think. So we've got 4 more packs to go. This is pack 3 of 6. I don't know what happened last time when I was opening the packs. I had such a hard time opening them. Now it's just a little bit easy. But with last video I did a pre-release opening of Core 2021. I was struggling to open those packs. There we go, that mouthful. Mouthful of a card. Ichthyometamorphosis. Imagine saying that. Okay. Lampad of Death's Vigil. Big dude. So if you go green, that's a big dude to deal with. But triple pip green, kind of hard. Kind of forces you to be more in green, mono green. I don't know. So far I haven't really gotten any cards, I think, that can do that. Ooh, Entrancing Lyre. Okay, nice. So we've got, I guess, a Constellation Demigod art. I think that's what you call it. Okay. Sweet Oblivion. Wow. It's a lot of mouths. And finally, we have an equipment. Ooh, Shadow Spear. Nice. So this is a legendary artifact equipment. 1 to cast. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has trample and lifelink. Pay 1, permanents your opponents control lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Equip cost of 2. So I guess something I can use with Dalakos. But later on I might put this in my mono white equipment deck. Commander, that is. Okay. Crackin. That is a funky looking Crackin. Alright. Alright, just move that a bit there. Going to pack 3. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to finally open Zendikar Rising. That's coming out in 2 weeks. I got a set booster, some pre-release packs. So yeah, I'm just excited to see what's in those in that set. I really love the Theros. Sorry, not the Theros, the Zendikar set. Yeah, that was a pretty cool set. Landfall is one of my favorite mechanics, so pretty stoked about that. Moss Viper, one of Monica's pet cards. She just really loves this. I think it's more the art. But a 1/1 death touch for 1. Can't go wrong with that. Hey, Monica. Rage-Scarred Berserker. Okay. Plummet. Nyxborn Marauder. Okay. Interesting. Haven't seen this card yet. We'll read it later. First brand. Daxos, Blessed by the Sun. Okay, and finally a rare. We got a... Oh, okay. So I think Monica pulled this as her pre-release card. So we kind of actually got the same thing. She got this in one of the pack, and then I got this in one of the pack, which is her pre-release card. Okay, I got a foil. I think, yeah, that's a foil. Definitely a foil. Underworld Charger. Yep, Plains and Walls. So yeah, I think I might be looking at what I have so far, maybe an Orzhov build. Looking at the rares that I pulled, if they coincide also with some cool commons and uncommons to support the build, we'll see. Eliot's Pilgrim. Okay, so down to 2 packs left. We're just gonna see what else I pull here. Another Omen card. I thought I was gonna go for the triple Omen card. Didn't happen. Like in the last pack. Revoke Existence. So quite good because there's a lot of enchantments here. So some removal for enchantments. Memory Drain. Okay. Nice land. Setessan Petitioner. Okay, and finally our rare is, it's a Planeswalker, and I think it's, okay, Elspeth's Son's Nemesis. I was reading an article, I think, not sure if it was EDH Rec, but I think this is the worst ranked Planeswalker ever. I'll have to go and look for that article, but yeah, I was reading it the other day, and some guy was ranking all of the Planeswalkers ever made, and Elspeth's Son's Nemesis is, I think, the worst ranked of all. So it's basically a Planeswalker, Elspeth, 2 generic, white, 5 loyalty counter to start with. -1 ability, up to 2 target creatures you control each get +2/+1 until end of turn. -2 ability, create 2 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens. And the -3 ability is you gain 5 life. So, there's really no way to uptick her. She basically starts at 5 and then she'll basically kill herself eventually. But you do have that, I think, escape mechanic. Sorry, so my phone already reached maximum capacity, so I just had to restart again. But I was just saying that that escape mechanic, 4 generic, 2 white, exile 4 other cards from your graveyard, and then you can cast this from your graveyard for its escape cost. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, but it's not really a popular, I guess, Planeswalker, all things considered. But the cool thing is, if you look at it, flavor-wise, I'm winning. That's the Shadow Spear that she's holding, right? So we'll see. I was planning on going Orzhov. Maybe we can make that work. I don't know. Okay. Oh, cool. Another foil. And then Island Satyr. Okay. All right. So last pack. Let's just see what we get here to finish off the... finish it off. Okay. Leonine. Oh, that's an ugly fellow. Wow. Triple Head Chimera. You got an eagle. What is that? A goat? A horse? And then a lion with ram's horns. That is a funky creature. Now, that's what I like about Magic. It's like just the artwork. It just takes you everywhere. Very creative, very imaginative. Pretty cool. So we're getting a lot of these omens. Okay. And finally, we're going to go for the last... Oh, it's a red card. Okay, so Tectonic Giant. So actually a bit of overlap between the cards that Monica pulled and I pulled. This one I probably won't be using in the deck build, but we'll see. And another foil. Okay, Inevitable End. All right. So those are, I guess, our pulls. Let's just do a quick review of what we got here. And then we'll build them up and then I guess share with you our deck lists, and I'll see what we made from what we pulled. So Shatter the Sky, Kurno's Hound of Athreos, Dalakos, Crafter of Wonders, Tectonic Giant, Shadow Spear, Elspeth's Son's Nemesis, Nightmare Shepherd, and finally Treacherous Blessing. All right. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me just put together a deck, and yeah, we'll just share that later on. But we'll spend some time doing that, see what we come up with. All right. So this is my final list. What happened in the end was I ended up exchanging pre-release packs. So I gave Monica mine, so she could use that one. Seems to be a lot better pulls on that pack than there was in the first box we opened up. So, uh, I saw some red cards, some Boris cards, but then when I actually looked at the deck, sorry, the cards, the commons and uncommons, it sort of showed that red was a bit weak. So I decided to go Orzhov. Not entirely sure how this is going to go, but it's a bit creature light. We've got how many? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So a bit creature light. It sort of curves out more towards the end. What I tried to do was get some evasive creatures with flying, some nice death touchy creatures. So I've got some death touchy creatures there. Trying out some synergies with some constellation effects. We've got this captivating unicorn down there with the constellation abilities. Got some enchantments to sort of trigger those constellation effects. Some Omens of the Dead, Scarametris, Banishing Light, Elspeth Conquers Death. I'm not sure how this combo is going to work out. Having a Flicker of Fate and probably, flickering Elspeth's Conquers of Death seems like a good sort of thing to do just to get some more value out of this card. Exiling target permanent of an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or greater. Then you move there and then, just flicker that so at least you can get some synergies with that. So we'll see how this goes. I'm just going to get Monica's deck list posted up, and we'll see what she's made. All right, so here we have Monica's final deck list. Obviously looking at the cards that were pulled from that pack, Orzhov was pretty strong. Got some really strong white cards, some good removal. It's kind of looking like her Orzhov deck list is a lot better than mine. There's some stronger cards here, but we'll see where it goes. Interesting, she didn't actually put Elspeth in the deck at all. Why was that?
I don't know. I wasn't too encouraged by the description of her as the worst ranked planeswalker. Oh, no, that's a half joke. I guess more than that, I saw that she didn't have any way to add loyalty counters back. So what? You can use her maybe 2 times and then she's gone. I didn't think that giving her one slot in a 40 card deck was really worth it.
Well, that mind games I had in the beginning
Oh, I
actually worked.
see.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the deck list she's got in the end. So both Orzhov deck lists, and so I guess what we'll do now is we're gonna go play a few games, and then I'll probably put the stats at the end of the comments. See how many games each of us won. So yeah, going to experience Theros Beyond Death, Monica's first pre-release, you know, from home because we can't be playing in public anymore. But at least she gets to experience this, and I'm pretty stoked to check out the synergies in our decks, and hopefully we can have some good games. All right, guys. So I'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy.